Hi, my name is Cynthia and I'm in North Haven Gardens in Dallas, Texas. Today I'm going to show you how to properly plant a rose that has been grown in a biodegradable fiber pot. Before I get started, I'd like to make sure that I have all my favorite tools on hand. I want to make sure you have any extra rose soil, that you have your shovel, that you have pruners, and I love these Felco pruners. I carry them all the time with me when I'm rose gardening, and they're perfect for pruning later in the year when you need to do that. I always have my organic fertilizer on hand, this Epsom salt mulch, and our roses, and of course I need gloves. Gloves are important to protect your hands and arms while gardening. Okay, the first thing you want to do is choose a location that gets 6 to 8 hours of sun that's level, and you don't want to plant too close to any existing trees or shrubs so you can have proper air circulation for your roses. When preparing the area for your bed, you'll want to remove any rocks, weeds, or grasses by using a shovel or gardening fork. You'll need to work the soil in about 12 to 15 inches down. If you haven't thoroughly amended your soil before, we suggest adding 2 bags of the 1 cubic foot rose soil or compost to the area per rose that you plant. Another important thing to check when planting roses is your drainage. And you can check your drainage by digging a hole that is 1 foot deep, like I've done here. And to check the drainage, you'll just pour the water in the hole, like so. And if it drains in 15 minutes or less, then you have good drainage. Okay. When preparing your rose to be planted, you'll have to do a few things to the fiber pot. What you'll need to do is take your pruners, and you're going to puncture the pot here, and you're going to twist. And you'll have to do this all the way around to perforate the pot, and also on the bottom. And also another important thing you'll need to do is remove the lip of the pot. If you leave the lip, it could eventually wick moisture away from the root ball. So you can do that by taking your pruners and cutting on either side, and then you're going to literally just use them like scissors, and you're going to cut all the way around. And I'll kind of demonstrate here. This is just a little bit harder because sometimes it can just be a little thick to cut through. So I removed the lip, and now after preparing the pot, you're going to want to stick the rose in a bucket, trug or trough, so it can soak. And this is good because you'll just want to ensure that the root ball is completely saturated before planting. While that's soaking, you can go ahead and dig your hole, and to do that, you'll want to dig a hole that's twice as wide as the root ball, but no deeper. And then to check your work, you can take the rose, and then you're just going to place it in the hole. And you want to make sure that the bud union of the graft is 2 inches above the soil line. Okay. Once everything's in place and it's correct, you're going to begin backfilling. And as you backfill about 1/3 of the way down, you're going to want to stop and break up any clods of soil, or you're going to want to pat down as well. And patting down helps ensure you're eliminating any air pockets that you have, and it also makes better contact with the soil in the fiber pot, so everything settles in properly. So I'm going to go ahead and just continue backfilling all the way around the rose. Okay. And it's important to really get up here with the lip, so we'll just have to continue backfilling. Make sure that you don't pile any soil also on the stalk of the rose or near that bud. Okay, so I'm going to just smooth things out. Okay, so after I pat it down, I'm going to go ahead and water the rose at this point. And as watering, if you notice any soil settling too far below the soil line, or if you can see the top of that pot again, kind of like here, it's okay to go ahead and just add a little bit more soil. You water a little bit more. Okay. So we'll go ahead and just kind of correct what's settled. It's still not raising the soil line above 2 inches to that bud graft. Okay, So after that's in place, you're going to take a good shredded mulch, which is this hardwood mulch, and you're just going to consistently put about 1 inch of mulch around the rows. And again, do not get too close to that bud graft. Okay. Alright, so the mulch is in place. It looks pretty good. So then you'll need to add in your organic rose food and Epsom salts to ensure lush, greener growth and stronger canes. And be sure that you water your roses 1 inch per week during the growing season. And now you're ready to enjoy your own rose garden. Thank you.